Shreya,
Hi, Priyanka.
hi, sorry, there's some tech. Oh, we are live. All right. Okay, I thought there's some technical issue. All right. A very warm welcome to everybody on this live. I'm Priyanka Changya, co founder HEN, and I get to bring stories to you of our members and how they are building expertise in their own domains. And today we'll be joined by Shreya Mehrotra from Founder Cyberpunk Studio. Shreya is somebody who is working extensively with AI in creating audio and music videos, and she will share more with us. On that note, please join me in welcoming Shreya. Shreya, over to you. Hi.
Hi, everyone. This is Shreya Mehrotra, co-founder of Cyberpunk Studio. I'm an AI director. I make music videos. I do visual storytelling through AI, and I get to create a lot of music videos, previous for films, ads, trailers, a lot of it on AI, and it's very interesting and fun.
Great. Wonderful. So, Shreya, let's first hear your journey and how did you get into this domain of AI and what were you doing before this?
Okay, so I started as a textile designer. Then I got into graphics because I realized that designing on a, creating from scratch on a laptop screen or a system, I really loved doing that. That is when I realized I'm much inclined towards graphic designing, and I switched and I started my own design and marketing agency in Bangalore in
Hmm.
2020.
Hmm.
Uh, that time I wanted to be a little different from the other existing agencies. But I was like, Essa, what can I do to, create that difference? What can I do? I didn't find anything else. And I was hearing a little about AI that in US, in the outside world, people were
Hmm.
talking about AI that it is coming in, it is something, there's deep learning happening, there's some machine learning, and I was very interested in that. And
Okay.
in 2022, I came to Bombay and I jumped on this idea when I found Gaurav, now my co-founder, and we
Hmm.
were casually speaking, and he said that I'm, setting up a music label, but the cost of video production is so high, and
Hmm.
you are not able to recoup the money. And I was
Hmm.
like, this is what I was looking for, exactly
Okay.
this, and
Yeah,
that is
Eureka
when
moment.
yes, that is when I started making AI music videos for
Okay.
this India's first AI music label called Juju Baby Music. And
Okay.
next year, was last year this time, we started
Mhm.
Cyberpunk Studio, which is India's first AI studio in the country.
Wonderful. That's wonderful. And quite a journey, I must say, to recognize, it takes talent and skill and gut instinct to realize a gap in the market, right? And to act on it is another ball game altogether. So, kudos to that great work, Shreya. And that reminds me, when I first spoke with you regarding this live, you said that AI is the new electricity, and it got me really intrigued. What do you mean by that?
See, it's like when electricity had first come in,
Hmm.
uh, people were very skeptical about it. They were talking about all the negative sides of it. Ki shock lag
Hmm.
jayega, it's too high. If a person touches it, he won't be alive. But now, you can't live without electricity, right? You can't imagine a life without electricity. Like it's a given in a time like now. Like you buy a
Hmm.
laptop, electricity is there. You go buy a fridge, electricity is present in your house. Similarly, 5 years down the line, 6 years down the line, AI will exactly be like this. Kids of
Hmm.
kids or maybe us, we have
Hmm.
gotten so used to ChatGPT, so used to different AI, or maybe
Yeah.
to AI to make a presentation or to make our life simpler and easier and more efficient.
Hmm.
5 6 years down the line, we will be, I mean, we'll be using AI so much, just like how people use electricity now. Like it'll
Yeah.
be given, it's there, it'll be there.
Very well said, Shreya, and I totally agree with this. In fact, that reminds me of another era as well, right? You remember the BlackBerry era? We were all on Nokia's and BlackBerry, and suddenly Android came up with the touch screens, and there was this whole divide in the world, the BlackBerry and not BlackBerry world. So I
Right.
think it reminds me of that as well. So, but I think time will tell how much we are able to integrate and make the best use of AI. But coming to that, do you think, because this is the most crucial thing, I worry about it as a parent as well, and that is something that keeps coming back in various discussions. People fear that AI will kill creativity. And what do you see as the true impact? Because you are in a domain where creativity rules, right? Music videos, etc. Very exciting domain, but do you see the impact of AI on creativity?
See, AI can't replace your imagination. AI can
Okay.
only replace blank pages. Okay.
Hmm.
If you have a thought in your head, if you imagine something, if you're creative, AI can't replace that. It can
Hmm.
only enhance it. It's a tool. It's not
Hmm.
a substitute for a person. Okay,
Hmm.
it's a tool to uh, for efficiency, for speed, for it's like an agent. It's like you use Photoshop to design something you use Canva, to
Yeah.
design something at a faster pace because Photoshop is difficult for people. Similarly,
Hmm.
you will use AI to fasten your mundane tasks of
Hmm.
everyday life.
Yeah.
So I don't think it is not a flaw. It is not. It's a boon to the society. That's what I feel, and I think a
Okay.
lot of people will agree with me. It's not killing creativity. It is
Hmm.
enhancing it to some extent. But if you're using your head, like a lot
Okay.
of people who are not using their brains, who are just sitting and making a presentation for 5 days, they will not be there because that mundane task AI can do it in like 2 minutes now, right?
Very true.
So you need to be more smarter. You need to have brains, and you need to be more intelligent to tell AI what you want exactly from it. It's
Yeah.
more like an agent, more like a helper, like an assistant, than a um than an enemy.
Wow, yeah, I totally agree there. So, tell me something. How do you imagine the creative agencies will look like in 5 years from now? Or I think 5 years is too long. Let's just talk about 2 to 3 years from now. What do you see? Of course, I see it as an AI first world, but since you are in this industry, how do you imagine the industry to shift in the coming years?
See, a few years down the line, I think agencies, instead of focusing much on the execution part of things, will focus on the direction and the creativity side of things, because execution has become much easier now. You can, sitting here, you can make a music video, you can make an ad for a big brand, Coca-Cola, Pepsi. Everybody is using AI to create outstanding brands. Okay, they're not
Yeah.
spending 1 cr and 10 cr on advertisements now. I mean, unless you want to Ranveer Singh or an Alia Bhatt, that's a different
Yeah.
story. But
Hmm.
instead of going to Sri Lanka or going to Hong Kong and shoot, you're spending that amount of money. Instead of that, you sit in your house, get a full creative team here, and you can create anything and everything. You just need to be experimental. You need to be imaginative and creative. I think that is where the creative industry will go. Creative studios, they'll focus more on the creative and the direction and the experimental side of things rather than just on the execution part.
Wonderful. And I agree with you there when you say it, that it will definitely cut down on all the flab in the industry, right? Because that's what happened when we even look at the transformation that came into the world during the COVID time, right? What COVID helped us achieve was cut out the flab. Everybody got up to date with technology. Everybody got comfortable with Zoom calls, and using that to conduct a lot of our business efficiently, right? So
Right.
I
I would
totally
like to add one point to this. So during COVID, a lot of singers as well. Okay, how did indie music come out? So during
hmm.
COVID, a lot of kids who were sitting at home, they
Hmm.
did not want to go to a music label. Or a lot of artists, they did not, who had no idea what to do with their art, how to take it to the public. Instead of going out and selling it in a huge shop,
Hmm.
everything was online. The world became a stage because of
Yeah.
social media, right?
Yes.
Instead of just a country or a city being their stage.
Hmm.
So I think it just opened up a lot of avenues for different professions.
Yes, and I think AI will just raise the bar with that. Having said that, which industry do you think is completely sleeping on AI right now?
Um, Healthcare, but not for diagnosis or creating new medicines or tablets for illness or diseases. I think, see, as a child, I'm a doctor's daughter. Like my mom is a
Hmm.
doctor, my dad is a doctor. So I've been
Hmm.
to hospitals almost every day. Whenever I was there with them and they got an emergency call, they used to take me to the hospital. You sit with your
Hmm.
nurse, sit with the nurse outside, and they used to be in the ward. And the nurse used to be my babysitter for at least 1 hour, 1.5 hours. And and still I think I see it till now. Whenever I go to a hospital, that gap is there where a human there's no humanity in a hospital. If AI can bridge the gap, if AI can explain to a child, to an anxious parent, or to a old
Hmm.
man in a village about the
Hmm.
diagnosis, about the disease, so this human
Hmm.
aspect, if AI can bridge
Hmm.
that gap, make it more consumer friendly, I think
Hmm.
will be outstanding. This is where nobody is thinking, nobody has
Focusing.
done focusing, nobody has done anything in this space. And I feel there's a huge,
Hmm.
huge gap if somebody gets into this human side of healthcare, just to
Hmm.
explain an
Hmm.
anxious patient. I think it'll create
Hmm.
a lot of difference. It'll make the hospitals more human.
Okay. I think that's a wonderful thought. I must say that. Even I find hospitals very intimidating. But
I find
having
it
all right. On that note, let's shift the conversation a little bit towards the work that you have done in this domain. You have worked with T-Series and a lot of other top brands. So, would you like to share with us a couple of examples or one of your most favorite examples where you have used AI and completely transformed the brief or the deliverable that was expected out of you?
See, I work on AI. I create music videos entirely on AI. So instead of going out to a location, waiting for a budget to get approved, getting actors
Hmm.
signed, so instead of any of that,
Hmm.
I have a huge studio set up here in Bombay. And
Hmm.
we create music videos here in our office. Okay. And I think all the work that we have done so far have been it has been challenging. Every video has taught us so much. Like, it's not just me, my whole team. Every video has its own challenges. Every concept, with every concept
Hmm.
we learn so much. um, at times there's one character, then AI evolves a little. Now, earlier, so back in the day when we started
Hmm.
working, when we started our company, Cyberpunk Studio, there were
Hmm.
AI was at that level where images were just moving. Like, it wasn't possible to make an
Hmm.
entire music video with AI. It wasn't. It would look
Hmm.
like moving images, just one image, then second image, and third image. Now, AI has come to that level where you can make an entire music video, an entire short film, short format content, and it looks real. It looks
Hmm.
convincing, and it's fun. It's fun working on it. You're like, wow, I created this. As a creator, putting your imagination in front of you on a screen, I cannot explain that feeling.
Hmm. True. And but tell me something. We spoke about humanizing the entire hospital experience with the use of AI. With so much of AI generated content around us day in and day out, right? Sometimes it's become very easy to spot also that this is AI and this is not AI. Sometimes it's very hard to spot the difference, right? You
That's
know
a
what I'm
badly,
talking about, right?
yeah, that's a
Yeah.
badly generated AI.
So, any suggestions from you for creators who are using AI as to how they can make the AI generated content feel more authentic and less robotic?
um, See, it depends what you're creating. If you are a brand creating ads, or if you are an agency creating ads, you will already have a script. You will know what you are, going to create. And also one thing. So a lot of times what people do is they are small brands, okay,
Hmm.
and they want to create everything themselves, but it's
Hmm.
not possible. You are not an AI director, you are not an agency, there's a gap. You won't
Yeah.
be able to, if your brand name or your brand marketing is involved, I would suggest you to go to an agency and outsource that project, okay. But if you're
Okay.
being just experimental and
Hmm.
you want to be experimental or want to try something new, or just for your sake,
Hmm.
which does not has have your brand image in the
Hmm.
middle, in the mix, then I think it can create it on Midjourney, or Runway is a very good software. There are many actually. There's
Okay.
Runway, there's Pika, there's Kriya. There are many great softwares out there. It depends. And see, every software has its own strengths and weaknesses. So it
Hmm.
depends on what aligns with
Hmm.
your workflow, what you want to create.
Okay. Okay, so I think what I am taking back from you is that if you are not a pro currently in generating video content, then hire an agency who is a pro to do that. But if you are
Right,
wanting
especially
to
for your
experiment
brand. If
for
you're
your brand,
growing
yes,
your brand,
yeah.
yeah,
And but if you are somebody who's looking to experiment, then all these tools are a great place to start and get experimenting and
yeah. Start
see
with
what it
Nano
is.
Banana, Gemini. They're the best for
Nano
image gen.
banana.
Nano Banana, yeah, it's a image generation model of Gemini.
All right, that's interesting.
You
And
can edit an image. You can edit your image on your phone. Just go to Gemini. Maybe download a Gemini app on your phone. You
hmm.
can put your image and ask, write a prompt that change this face into a, put me in a sari now, with trees in the
Oh.
background, and with a necklace on my around my neck, and it'll do that.
Okay.
It's
All
fun.
right. It's
Yeah,
fun. I
it's
can
fun.
I can see the excitement in your eyes, Shreya. So I know it's gonna be fun. So I want to put it out there for our audience that if you haven't tried image generation on AI, today you go back, take this tip and try it. And you can in fact share your creativity in the chat thread, and we would love to see what you
Oh,
come
that'd
up
be
with.
great.
All right. It'll be good to have that. So, tell me something, Shreya. You are also a Google AI partner. So,
Right.
what did you do early on to build that credibility?
Honestly, we worked very, very hard. We created outstanding music video content that nobody was doing, nobody's still doing in the market, honestly. Um, and I think it's my honor that Google came to us and they said, "You're creating outstanding content. Why don't you become our AI partner in Gemini?" And I was doing beta testing for
Hmm.
Google Gemini VO India as well as DeepMind Flow London. So it was
Okay.
really it is really an honor, and it was just pure hard work, honestly.
Yeah. Okay, so no shortcuts there, guys. So,
At
all the
childhood, we
shortcuts
used
are
to
reserved
work
for AI, not for getting on Google AI, right?
we used to work 24 hours a day. There were no Saturdays, no Sundays. There's abhi bhi nahi hai.
Yes, I totally agree. I think there is no shortcut when it comes to hard work, and that is the only way to move forward. On that note, you did share 2 to 3 tools with us, and that I am super excited to try. What is that one trend in this, AI powered creativity that's, that's going to blindside people if they don't start paying attention now? Like, what is that one thing you will tell each and every entrepreneur that you better get your act together for this, otherwise you're going to lag behind in the race? You get it what I'm trying to say? Like, say for example, if I am asked this question, my answer is going to be that I am using a lot of Perplexity and Chat GPT to get more productive, to figure out ways where I can save time, where I can get more done in the same 8 hours every day, right? So I end up doing a lot of work around that. So that is my mantra. What is your mantra, Shreya?
See, I think every founder already knows that
Hmm.
this is there and this is going to make my work easier, faster.
Hmm.
Uh, because as a founder, you do not have time and you have 1,000 things to do. You are
Yeah.
your company's HR, you are your finance manager, you are your content creator, you are your social media expert. Like you are everything. You are playing 1,000 roles for your company, okay?
Hmm.
So you are anyways ahead of what is happening, what is going on, how you can scale up, how
Hmm.
you can speed up things. And mantra for me is I love tech. I like anything that comes out, I have to subscribe to that app and
Hmm.
check whether it is working for me or not.
Hmm.
Most of them not, but I have to do that. It's I don't know it's a good thing or a bad thing, but I have to put in money to check the best version of that app to see if this one is
Hmm.
working or not, because you never
Okay.
know. I have tried
Hmm.
so many apps, whether it
Hmm.
is for whether it is Gamma for presentation making, or whether it is Claude for deck making, for an
Hmm.
investor deck. Every app has its own strengths and weaknesses, and I think it's just learning and exploring every day.
Hmm. All right. So, I totally agree with you there. And in fact, this is something I want to say out loud. We tend to, I think, as Indians, we are very, very, I shouldn't say as Indians, but we know the reality, right? People don't even want to pay for Netflix subscription, right? So, it's there, it's hard, but I think it's time for a mind shift change. If you think an AI tool can aid you and assist you and help you get more productive, I think as business owners, it makes sense to invest in that. And not just for AI, I think I'll blanket it and say for any tool that helps with productivity, it's a worthy investment. So do try and pick the right battles, and definitely put your money in those buckets where you think it'll help you get more productive. So, Shreya, as a woman in the intersection of something so exciting, that is entrepreneurship and tech, what do you love the most about building in this space?
I love the tech side of it. I mean, I wish I could code. I would love to learn that one day. I mean, not one day, but I mean, very soon when I'll have a little money. I am going to take 6 months off and learn coding. I am
Okay.
just going to do that for 6 months, and I love everything about what I'm doing right now, tech and creativity. So I started as a graphic designer, so I already had a little, technical knowledge of things, and
Hmm.
now, uh, and also the design side of things. So now with AI
Hmm.
coming in the picture, with my AI knowledge and the creative side of things, everything is merged. So now when I look back, all the dots, connect automatically. I'm like,
Yeah.
wow. Like, I mean, who would have thought this, looking forward? You can't,
Yeah.
right?
You can't.
It's just beautiful and outstanding. And also, one thing that I would like to add to this, that there are not many women out there who are, starting something of their own, who are entrepreneurs, who are founders. It's it's just so at times it's so encouraging, but it's so encouraging that I'm doing it. There are not many women who are doing that. Like I just keep
Yeah.
telling this to myself, like you're doing a good job.
Huh. I think that little push, the way Shah Rukh Khan says, "No, I'm the best. I'm the best." I think that that energy is needed in every morning to keep yourself going. And I'm glad you are on the same page, Shreya. So, and I think definitely, needless to say, I think this is a major issue that even I think about. Women in tech are so little and so few, and women in tech as entrepreneurs are even fewer, right? It's like looking for needle in the haystack. I'm hoping in the coming decade this narrative changes for India. Definitely. But it's great. It's amazing to hear your journey today and all the amazing work you have done in this space. We will really be, standing here to support you always, Shreya, and to see the exciting work you do in this domain. And it has been incredibly enriching conversation with you today. I just want to put it out for our audience right now. Couple of things to do. Would love to hear from you how you are using AI to generate exciting creative content for your brand, be it static, be it creative videos, images, etc. Do feel free to share it with us. And how are you using AI to get more productive every day? As an entrepreneur, I think it's very, very important that we embrace AI with open arms, although at times you do miss the simpler world. But I think we have reached the point of no return now. AI is a reality in our lives, and it's best we adapt and adopt it with open arms. So that's there. Shreya, thank you so much. And to everybody listening in, Hen is your go to community for women entrepreneurs who come together to inspire, inform, and support each other to scale up and grow their businesses and to lead balanced lives. Thank you so much for listening in. It was a real delight. And we'll be back next week with another story and another experience share. So thank you so much. And these are all the comments flowing in for you, Shreya. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Priyanka, for having me here and for Hen for creating this immensely outstanding community. And everyone, all the people who are commenting, please write down how you are using AI to, be more efficient, to be faster. We would love to know.
Yes. All
Let's
right. Bye
let's
bye.
just have thoughts in the comment section.
All right. Bye. Take care.
Thank you, Priyanka. Bye.